I've been going stateside, kissing my Swedish boy over FaceTime. Who knew opening up would make me a headline? Boots, that's my ego boost. Schedule ain't been loose in a minute. Yeah, I'm that girl I've been in. Ha, 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 ha. Oh, 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 oh. How did that sound?
Oh, the
The
ring,
ring.
the ring
The
didn't
ring
mean
didn't
a
mean a
thing.
thing. Oh.
No.
I love that. Hey y'all. Welcome to the Shade of It All. I'm Brandon.
I'm Maggie.
Are you familiar with that song I just sang, Maggie?
Mm-mm.
It's Add It to the List. Stateside featuring it's by Pink Panthers featuring Zara Larson.
Ooh, Pink
Alyssa Liu
Panthers.
skated to it at the gala for the figure skaters. And I knew it before
Oh.
that, but now it's like number one on Spotify and like everything. It's big.
I love her story. It's so inspiring.
We love Alyssa.
What's it called? Sorry.
Stateside.
Stateside.
I've been
They
going
wanna kick
stateside.
it poolside. Okay. Added.
Perfect. Hey y'all. So we're talking Summer House today.
We are.
We're in the middle of our catch-up podcast. We're catching
Yes.
up on all the episodes we missed. We discussed why in our Potomac episode. But if you didn't listen to that, because maybe you don't watch Potomac, basically my laptop broke and life was lifing. So
Yeah.
we
Yeah.
had some time off.
We did.
And of course it happened when we were covering 3 shows, but that's the universe for us.
Yeah.
Maggie, how was your Saturday? Was it good?
Today was good. I was just
Great.
chilling today. Yours?
Pretty good too. You know, I got a haircut. Just the sides we did. Did a
Ooh,
little cleanup.
Brandon.
Still got my modest mullet going.
I like it.
Thank you. My mother hates it.
Are you following your bestie Westy?
You know what? I do like his mullet. It's the best hair he's had. So I can't hate.
I love half compliments.
Yeah.
No, but it looks really nice on you, Brandon. You used to do
Thank
that
you.
cut a lot.
Thank you, Maggie.
I like
So
it. It looks
nice.
nice.
You know, but with that and with the mention of my bestie Westy, let's get started on these episodes. We're
We got a
covering
lot to talk
episodes
about.
3 and 4. So much went down.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of the same,
You know,
a lot different.
a lot different. And if since we're covering 3 from last time, since we kind of had to take a break, use a chapter, skip ahead if you want to skip to 4, or listen to them both, whatever you want to do. Just know it's there for you.
And even if you don't listen, play them on all devices so we get the streams. But with that, so starting with episode 3, we got the continuation of the dinner. Where Kyle was like, they're fucking laughing at me. This is crazy. This is outrageous.
He leaves.
He leaves. Jesse says he was laughing too. And Kyle, to think of a time where Jesse made me laugh. It was very rare, but this was a moment.
No, most of the table was over it. I'm pretty sure Wes was like, yeah, man.
Yeah.
And then Mia was like, do we just keep eating? Like
she was distraught.
She was like, oh my God, wait. And everybody's just like, so dinner.
So anyways, let's eat the spaghetti. Like, what are we doing? Kyle's just talking to himself at the front door. He can't believe he was laughed at. I've never heard of someone laughing at you when you're talking to a group. It's not that uncommon.
No.
Especially with you.
Fuck. Yeah.
You should be used to it.
I have zero sympathy for this man, baby.
Same. There was I like in the earlier episodes, I was like, oh, I almost have a shred. Not that I'm on his side, but it seems like he's going through something. So maybe I could extend some sympathy. Not anymore. Too late.
If you always are going through something, I don't know, figure out how to get through it. It's always an excuse. Like, let's go get therapy. Let's talk to somebody. Let's get hire someone to help us with whatever the issue is. If it's mental, if it's work. But it can't always be your excuse to be a shitty human.
No, he always falls on the fact that he's going through something, but he doesn't actively like do anything to like make it better.
Right.
So
So
it's
we
just
all
like,
have to suffer because you're going through something? Imagine if we all did that.
indeed.
Brandon, I'm sorry I punched you. I'm going through something.
Well, indeed. Yes. Carl
Anyway.
checks on him, and immediately when Carl gets there, Kyle kicks over the box. He's so like performative. I can't, like, why did you kick it now?
I was watching this with my friend and she's like, it put up something valuable in it.
It might. Like, what are we doing?
Why'd you guys leave the Amazon boxes outside? Who
Good
are they
question. I
for?
wonder if they're empty. I don't think they're empty because they seem like put together.
Yeah.
But I don't know. He's like, oh fuck Ciara. Like I stuck up for her all the time so much, and now she's rubbing off on Amanda. I'm just done. Like she's just not even trying. And I'm like, I will say this. Yes, Kyle has stuck up for Amanda before when it comes to certain things, but
Ciara.
oh yes, for Ciara.
Not Amanda.
Not
I
never
wish.
Amanda. Ciara, yes, he often cries when Ciara cries, but also like she's better friends with Amanda. Like, in what world is she gonna like? You're also being like an awful husband. Like, she's gonna have her friends back.
Yeah, I mean, like, yeah, maybe you always have her back, but she had a reaction. I guess it is kind of mean, but I don't care. I don't care.
It is what
Yeah,
it
you're
is.
right.
Everyone was laughing.
Everybody was laughing. I mean, like, sure, be mad at Ciara. Like, I get it. It was kind of mean. But her reason for laughing at you for making this whole dinner about your apology to your wife, you're being weird as fuck. So,
Yeah.
yes, I'm sorry you're upset she was mean to you. But she's rubbing off on Amanda? As if Amanda doesn't have reasons to hate you.
That's the thing where he loses it. It's kind of just like he's not really owning it. He's like, no, it's her friends. He always blames her friends. And it's
He
just like,
blames everything but himself.
yeah, there's a reason why her friends feel away. And it's not just because, I don't know. He's stupid.
Yeah.
Uh, Jesse reveals that Kyle actually apologized to the guys already. And we get a flashback of, I think, like 80 minutes prior. And it's him
Mm-hmm.
apologizing to the guys. To which I
Yeah.
say, then why the fuck is there another apology? Because the scene where it happened, where you aired out Amanda's dirty laundry, was just to the guys.
He is doing
So,
all of this for the cameras. These apologies are not for Amanda. He's like, let me apologize to the boys. And it probably look good if I apologize to the whole group, so I'll do that too.
mhm,
You know, like he's like,
mhm.
oh, or maybe they won't show it, so I'll do another one. Production. Like that he's planning with them. Like this is stupid.
Very calculated.
Hmm.
But the calculator's broken. It's not a TI-84. Mm. Carl's trying to talk Kyle down, but like barely. He comes
Yeah,
back and
Carl's just like, can we just like maybe get over it?
yeah, he's
He's like,
like,
yeah, I get it, man, but like let's just like go back there.
like it's fine. You don't have
Let's
to
move
react
on.
this way. And Kyle's like,
Mm.
this is outrageous. I was like, okay.
Nobody
Um,
cares.
right. He comes back and tells Ciara how Kyle feels, and Wes is like, he's fine. Like it's not a big deal. I've gone through
Hmm.
worse with Ciara. Like, it's
Hmm.
okay. I'm like, true. Um, Kyle brings out cardboard cutouts of everyone, and that's gonna be like a running thing for I'm sure the rest of the season.
Hmm.
So how fun. Um, there's a moment where West is wearing Ciara sunglasses and she rips them off and says, take those off your sweaty fucking forehead. Oh,
She's like equal opportunity. Kyle, come look. I just roasted West for having a sweaty forehead. You don't see
yeah.
him crying. I mean, he does get a little. He's just like, oh man, she said something about my forehead. But
Yeah. He's like, I'm probably being a wiener. She's probably joking, but like, I just don't know where I stand with Ciara, and I don't think I ever will. So it is what it is.
I was like, we're doing this again. Oh, you're just gonna talk about her all the time again, just like last season. We're just gonna do this.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah.
Um, they're all gonna go out, but Amanda and Ciara, I think somebody else doesn't. I think Mia. But Amanda and Kyle try to talk it out before he goes out, and he apologizes for everything, kind of. And he's like, I tried to talk to you multiple times this week. And she's like, no, you didn't. You're lying.
Hmm. Hmm.
Um, And he says, well, you're always high and tired. And she's like, I don't even smoke until after 10 p.m. after I take the dogs out for their final walk. You can talk to me at any point throughout the day. And he's like, oh, well, adults work during the day. I'm like, you're such a fucking lame boomer. Like, shut up.
Yeah,
He's so
and you
like,
don't
oh,
work during
I'm
the day. You
working.
work at night. Doesn't
Right.
he work at night?
I mean, he does his lover boy, but I'm like, at what cost? Because you work during the day, you work at night. When are you available for a chat? And
Literally.
like you can't talk during the day because you're working. So like, what do you mean? Like, what are we
What do you mean?
doing?
He
Mm,
just does anything to skirt around it.
yeah. We have a brief moment where we kind of meet Mia's boyfriend Scott when they're on a call, and she tells us how he owns a restaurant in New York, LA, and Miami, and she never sees him. I hope that doesn't end, even though it sounds kind of like I don't know.
It should.
She's like, I didn't see him for half of last year. I'm like,
Half.
that's a lot.
And he owns a restaurant.
Yeah.
Does he own more than one? What is he traveling for? If he owns one, shouldn't he be at that one?
I guess he owns one in those three locations.
Oh, okay.
So I guess
Okay.
three.
I just don't often see. Ugh, maybe we don't know anything about anything. I don't often see owners of things having to run those things for half a year.
Yeah, that's the part. Maybe because they were
Maybe
opening, so maybe it took longer. I don't know, but
I like to work. He likes to work.
I like
Maybe,
working.
maybe Scott. I was like, oh, Mia. Oh, this sounds like Kyle.
It does
But
a little bit,
I
but he
won't
doesn't.
project. She
Yeah.
seemed like a happy person. But then she was like, don't make me crash out about it. And I was like, oh, so we're not happy.
So
Wait,
it's a
pause.
trigger.
Yeah.
Got
Oh,
it.
okay, cool, cool, cool.
But we love you, Mia.
Yeah.
Ciara checks on Amanda, and Amanda says she doesn't
Hmm.
forget moments like this and wonders how he's going to treat their children. Like, are you just going to like slam the table, storm off? And I'm like, that's a good point.
Very good point.
Not a bad one at all.
Hmm.
And Ciara's like, you deserve better. And then Amanda says she doesn't know if she'll ever be good for someone else. And then Ciara cries and gives her like a pep talk. And it's super
I was
sweet.
like, I was like, Amanda, how could you say that about yourself?
Well, I could only imagine, Amanda has always seemed to have a bit of a low self esteem throughout the
Hmm.
years. And I'm sure when Kyle says things about her, it doesn't help.
Yeah, I was like, I
Um,
wonder, I bet she's internalizing a lot of the negativity that he gives her.
yeah.
And maybe even what people say about her, you know?
hmm There's a
Mhm.
lot going on. So I feel for you, Amanda.
When Ciara in her confessional is like, look, we could find you a husband in a year. I was like, clock it.
I'm like, damn,
Period. Oh my God, we
period.
could have you. You could be the bachelorette. Fuck Taylor, let her do it.
Yeah, I don't know about how Taylor's going to be. I heard a rumor she doesn't even pick anyone, which wouldn't
Oh,
surprise me.
what a waste.
I'm like, what are we doing?
No, but they should totally put somebody like Amanda on there. Like that'd be so cool to see.
That would be, I think Ciara should go on, but I don't think she ever would.
Ooh, I don't think she would either.
She's
Let
like,
me
am I
see.
really going to find the one, someone who wants to go on The Bachelorette? It's like, touche.
Yeah, true.
Um, the guys get home and jump in the pool in their underwear, and West tells Kyle not to wake Amanda up. So good thing he reminded him because Kyle always seems to forget that when you come home at 5 a.m., you shouldn't wake your partner up.
Yeah, but then like it seemed like when they were screaming and jumping in the pool, she woke up anyway.
She did.
So it's kind of too late for all that.
Uh, the next day, Kyle gets ready to go for a run and he tells Amanda he'll be back. And Amanda's like, okay,
She's like, okay.
I assume you would be coming back.
He's like, yeah, God, gosh.
Oh, I
Oh,
can't.
it's
Bailey
impossible.
tells Levi she's been in a relationship where she's screaming in the front yard. So she kind of understands like the Kyle and Amanda of it all.
Yeah.
And this is where I first say, I think I'm over Bailey. And I feel bad saying it, but I must speak my truth. She talks like 87,000 words a minute. It's all the same shit. And I want to get to know Levi.
I like Levi a lot. Bring Levi out. Bring Levi out.
Bring Eddie out.
No, I didn't get that sentiment here. I was just like, "Oh, damn, that's I mean, she's kind of like sadness. Like every
she's
time she talks, it's really
she's the
sad."
SNL skit. The what is
Debbie
it?
Downer.
Debbie Downer. Womp womp womp. And then me and my ex would fight all the time. Womp
Hmm.
womp womp. And then he
She's
broke up
like,
with me at a sweet green. Womp womp womp. I don't know how to flirt. Womp womp womp. I'm like, okay.
oh yeah. She's very like bubbly and outgoing, so I think she just says whatever's on her mind. Her personality is very bright. I guess it's not translating well on
I
the
think
show, especially because we almost never hear anyone really respond when
that
she's
part.
talking.
Well, she says
So,
enough words to respond for everyone.
because we don't hear really what Levi has to say back to that, right? She's just like, "Oh, Levi, my ex, blah blah blah," and then we transition. Maybe if they showed more of the conversation, it would feel less like she's just always trauma dumping.
Maybe.
But
But
since that's what's happening, it's weird.
a little. It seems like the audience likes her though, and I don't dislike her. I'm just like, okay, I don't know.
Later, she does something, and I'm like, girl. So we'll get there.
Yeah. Jesse helps Ciara pick out an outfit, and he's like, "What will show your boobs the most?" And she's
Hmm.
like, "Don't think about that."
He's like, I want this one because the probability of a nip slip is high. It's like, you're kind of gross, but it was a little funny. You're mostly
He's,
gross, semi funny. Jesse is a lot easier to swallow this season.
you think?
I think, yeah, I thought this was
Well,
charming. Like them just the banter, not him being like, I want to see your nipples. You have
I
two,
get
right?
what you mean as far as like this episode. I don't know once we get to episode 4. But at least up
Yeah,
until this point, sure, I
it
can
wasn't
see it.
bad.
And definitely, better. Anything I guess is better than the Lexi and Jesse of it all. So yes,
Yeah.
that was terrible. But here he's talking to Mia and Ciara about meeting a girl and being open to a relationship. He says that Lexi wasn't a real relationship, and Ciara's like, "Okay, I'm just making sure you knew." And I'm like,
I
"All
feel
right,
like that's
damn."
kind of fucked up to say.
Oh yeah. He's
He was
like,
like,
"That
it was
wasn't
only
real."
8 weeks. I was like, didn't you guys like spend? You met her parents. You did a lot in 8 weeks. I
Yeah.
don't. I
You
don't care
asked
if
her
it.
to be official.
You did, and then you slept with her.
Yeah.
Like you were moving real quick. I don't care if it didn't last long. That's kind of your fault too.
Mm-hmm.
But you were with her for 2 months. What a slap in the face to say that.
Uh, tears I cry. Um,
Sorrow, sorrow spreads.
sorrow, sorrow. Ciara says he should date someone completely opposite of his type, someone who's more fiery and will talk back. And she tells us she's basically describing herself, but everyone should want to be like her, and that is true. Um, we get to the beach. Everyone's having fun together. Kyle says his goal is to be home by midnight tonight. Like, what a goal to have at 43.
He's 43. I thought he was 33.
He might be 44.
Brandon, he's 44 years old?
He's something like that.
How old is Amanda?
Early 30s. There's a little bit of an age gap,
Oh my God. Yeah, that's crazy. I'm going to look it up. We'll continue.
which is funny given the dynamics. Um, KJ says he wants to be one of the lads and he doesn't want to catch feelings. Wes checks in on Kyle, tells him his apology was an overcorrection. He thought it was a grand gesture, but it would have been better to just talk to Amanda, which, very good point, Wes. And this is where Kyle pulls Amanda for a chat at the apology Dune. Um, he says they need to work on communication and he wants to feel like they're on the same page. And she says same, but she's not going to do things if he's not. And he needs to get his drinking under control.
Hmm.
And then he says he got wasted last weekend because he told her if they weren't in a good place, he was going to have a mental breakdown. And she says, what about all the shit I've dealt with for years and during the off season? And he's like, what have you dealt with? And she's like, drinking, coming home late, rumors.
Hmm.
And he's just getting annoyed that she's focusing on the drinking. And he's like, you know what the real issue is? Compatibility, chemistry, intimacy, and common interests. And it's like, then why are y'all together?
Literally. But also, how he says all of this, he says all of those words, gets up, walks away, and then continues to scream at her from across the beach.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, communication, compatibility, friendship. Like, you're not embodying any of the bullshit you just tried to feed her. Like, you're being
No.
awful. Like, this is
Yeah.
a very, if that's how you feel, okay, cool. But even how you're communicating it and storming off, acting like a big ass baby, no wonder you don't get anywhere.
Yeah.
She's listening to you and you storm off. I don't even understand why he got mad. Like,
He,
because of the drinking thing, okay, but we're talking. Like, you don't have
yeah.
to escalate it. Like, I didn't say anything that was below the belt. Like, we're having a conversation. You say things, I say things. But you get mad, you go over here, you're talking to me next to the group now. I'm over. Like, that's weird. He's weird as fuck.
He is. And when he walks off, he goes, hey, maybe get some curiosity, drive, intention, personality. If my partner said that about me, I would never
So
forget
rude.
it.
So
That's like the
mean.
meanest thing.
And that's why she feels like she can't get somebody because he talks to her like that.
It's crazy.
Hmm.
And she's like, Apology Beach, and I didn't get one. I'm sorry. Like, she
And she
was
was
taking
like
me out.
laughing.
Yeah, she's like
Yeah.
laughing in her striped Where's Waldo ass sweater, just on the beach with her hair blowing. I'm like, I love this. Frame this picture.
Yeah. She was unfazed by this outburst, and we know it happens all the fucking time. But
Yeah.
yeah, man, he's really awful. Like he doesn't want to take any accountability for the drinking. And he's like it's not just the drinking, but the drinking like means a lot though. Like there's a lot of layers to the drinking. You're only focusing on the word. I'm talking about all of the things that happen when you drink or because you drink or like how it makes me feel. So
hmm
no, I don't want to be kind to you because you ignore my requests. We're not gonna have compatibility and friendship. I'm not gonna ask you how your day is. I don't know first why you want her to ask about you. So you don't ask me questions. Why do you want her to ask so bad?
You should
One,
ask me about my day.
but
Ask me
why
what I
would she
had for
if she's
lunch.
why would she if she's upset because you never listen to her?
Mm, he doesn't make sense.
Mm-mm.
Um,
And then he pulls a Rob.
he does pull a Rob. He just jumps in the water. He's like, I'm not
Hmm.
going to be labeled an alcoholic on national television.
So
And
extreme. Is that what
yeah.
she did?
Is that what she said?
Hmm.
And then West is just like, he's such a baby sometimes.
Which is funny coming from the man who acted like a baby a lot last season. But I
This is
digress.
true. But
You're a baby sometimes.
look, you know what? I'll give it to West. He's right here.
Hmm.
And then Amanda's confiding in a producer about them always having this conversation.
Hmm.
Kyle swims and comes back. He apologizes to Amanda, and she says she doesn't get that she's asked for the same thing for years and he won't do it. Then he acts confused and like, I don't
Hmm.
know what you want, Amanda. And she's like, I feel like I'm going crazy. And it's like true. Like you always act so confused, but she's very clear. Like
Yeah.
Crystal. I don't get it.
Yeah.
He says he was always this way and social, and she changed when they got engaged. And she says every time he goes out, she gets DMs. And I think she had said before he stormed off, he said something like, oh, when we got engaged, you started saying no to everything. And then she goes, me not going somewhere shouldn't change your like faithfulness to me. And I'm like, ooh,
Yes. Period. It's true.
it is. But I'm like, did he cheat more? But so he apologizes again for putting their business out there and not providing her the trust she needs. She says, I love you, but aren't you tired of always having the same conversation? Period.
Yeah.
The words are being said that they need to break up, but they're not coming to that conclusion just yet.
Yeah.
Wes does check on Amanda and gives her a bite of a sandwich. It was sweet.
It was. And I was like, not Wes growing on me too. That
You're
was
like,
really
not me
cute.
liking West.
Yeah, because last time I was like, Kim, and you're like, but West
But what
he's
about
nice.
West?
He has a nice haircut.
You're like, no. They leave the beach. They separate in groups. One goes out to eat and the other stays and orders sushi. KJ opens up to Bailey about his dad being a player and how he hasn't talked to him in 5 to 6 years. He tells us how he always thought he didn't have a dad, and his mom said God was his dad in kindergarten. And then his dad showed up one day in a Hummer with gifts. And that he'll text his dad and he won't respond. And he grew up with women, so he communicates how he feels, and that sometimes can be tough in relationships because girls aren't used to that. And I'm like, I love getting to know KJ.
Me too. It's nice. It's nice. He's really chill. He's laid back. He's transparent. He's
Very
cool.
vulnerable. I love it.
Brandon,
Yes.
did you see Bailey's shirt?
Which one was it?
The one with the bow in the front.
What
She was
color?
asking Levi. She's like, Levi, does this bow like look too big? And it was like the biggest bow ever made. And it
I
was
re-
a crop. It was a cropped bow shirt. When she was talking to KJ, she was wearing it. And I was like, oh my God. Usually I'm not doing this. I'm surprised you didn't see it. Usually you see all the clothes. And I was like, what the fuck does she have on?
I remember the question and kind of seeing it, but as I said in the last Summer House episode, it's crazy to me that she's in fashion because I hate everything she wears. I haven't seen her wear one cute thing.
I don't want to do her whole wardrobe, but the bow was crazy. Bow was crazy.
A bow is crazy, Janae. So the group that goes out to eat is Ciara, Carl, Jesse, Amanda, and Levi. Levi reveals that Bailey listens to a Buddhist podcast to fall asleep. And Ciara's like, I dated a Buddhist once, but he didn't have a couch, so I dumped him. I'm like, all right.
When was this?
I know, right?
I dated Congressman. Did you? When? If you know, you know, Potomac.
Giselle. She says she wants a Christian or spiritual husband, and Jesse says he believes in God. To which I say, shut up. Don't do this. Mia, Ben, Bailey, West, KJ, and Kyle play a game back at the house where everyone has 2 minutes to answer questions the others ask. Mia does say Scott is the one, and he thinks the same. So look, if she likes it, I love it, but
Yeah.
I just hope it doesn't end bad.
Yeah. I mean, we can't summarize their whole relationship just because he travels a lot. It's tough.
But yet here we are with mics.
Right.
Wes says last summer, Ciara was really unhappy with him. And Kyle asks if he wants to make out with her, and he pauses, but then ultimately says, sure, yeah. But he tells us he doesn't think it will happen, but of course he's attracted to her. He does have eyes, so like.
You know what's so interesting? I was like, you find her attractive. Like, that's so crazy. Because didn't you go on a magazine and say you didn't? Didn't you didn't someone interview you and you acted like you didn't like her? But now you want to make out with her?
You know, he didn't mention her attractiveness on the article.
He said
the relationship fizzled out or something, and it just didn't work. I mean, look. West.
He made it seem like he didn't like her. Or I remember her saying, like, you told people you didn't like me.
Well, you could not like someone like that, but still find them attractive.
I guess. It's just so annoying that he wants to say something and then say other things.
No, I know. It's a bit all over the place. It's kind of like, okay, like now it's like, I don't know. It's interesting. We're keeping an eye on West. I'm not fully in the West boat, but there is a chance I may have like set sail by the end of this episode.
Really? For West and Ciara, Brandon?
We'll get to it.
I tend, right now, I am saying that I only ship it if she does. If she consents to a relationship with him, then I'm like, okay, cool. Because
I mean, ultimately, yes.
But other than that,
no.
If they're talking,
too late.
If it's a relationship she is in that she is consented to and posted about, then I will support it. But until then, no. He played in your face in a lot of different ways.
This is true. I respect it. I get it. But Kyle says his biggest fear is not starting a family before his parents pass. And he says he tried to apologize at the beach and they have so many issues, but Amanda reduces it to drinking.
Womp 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 womp.
Or maybe it is a real issue for her and you just don't want to confront that.
You have so many issues because you don't want to work on anything. Like, sure, that's your version of events. She literally always tells you what she's upset about, but sure, it's because she reduces it to drinking. Cool.
Hmm. Amanda tells her group that her and Kyle didn't really squash anything. He's struggling with personal and work related things. And she says last summer she thought it was going well, but once the cameras aren't around, he goes back to the same old shit. I'm like, Amanda's calling it out.
She is.
She's not putting up the facade anymore.
Yeah, she's barely seen him all year, and now you want to work on a relationship in the summer when there's cameras?
Mm. Sir, go to hell.
Please.
Mia asks Kyle what he needs to do to make Amanda happy. He says change, but he struggles. He's like, change everything about me. Ben asks if he could see himself sacrificing DJing to spend time, and he tries to deflect. And he's like, "We've only had issues like with that for like a year. Like we had issues before that." And it's like, okay, have you worked on those? Like,
And right, like not he's the worst problem. He's not trying to solve any kind of problems. He's not.
West is like, answer the question, and then he
Yeah.
reluctantly, just before the timer goes, is like, "Yeah, I guess." It's like, why can't you just say yes?
Yeah.
Ugh. They all meet up to party. This is where I wrote, and I don't know why. Ben is kind of meh.
I mean, he is.
I feel like they just try to like, and I've heard a lot of people saying this. So like I don't feel crazy thinking this. And I'm like, I'm glad I'm on the same page with people.
Yeah.
Like they're trying to push him as like this heartthrob and like, oh my gosh, Ben. And I'm just like, I don't see it. Like he gives me Richard Simmons.
Richard Simmons is a oh my god. Oh shit. Richard Simmons, the man who did workout videos in shorts? Why?
You know
Because
what's
of the
funny?
hair?
Maybe. It's funny because like I thought when he smiled once, I was like, does he look like Richard Simmons? But then I actually Googled a picture of Richard Simmons and I'm like, they actually don't look alike at all. So
No, literally the only storyline we get about Ben
about
is that
men.
other people find him attractive. But other
Yeah.
than that, his personality kind of sucks, and I don't understand how he didn't know he was going on The Bachelor. So,
No, he acts as if he just finds cameras and he's like, what am I doing here? And it's
what's
like,
this about? Are we on a show? Is
you
this
got
Summer House?
interviewed.
Yeah.
Like, what do you mean?
No, he's weird. So yeah, his personality is kind of mad, but we just hear Bailey talk about him, and then other people talk about him.
Hmm. The group gets back at 3 a.m. and Ciara locks West and Ben out. Ben goes, oh, the girl of your dreams. And West goes, the love of my life. And I'm like, drunken words speak sober thoughts.
He said he didn't like her.
Didn't say he didn't love her.
Brandon! Stop. You stop it right now.
I can't help it. The way he said it, he was like under his breath.
You like this guy? Oh my god!
I think, look.
You stand him!
So then they all party and dance, and Ciara's on the kitchen island. And then Ciara and Wes continue to get flirty, making mac and cheese, and the hidden camera catches them. And they have undeniable chemistry. I think
I was
they're
just like,
soulmates.
oh, Ciara's having so much fun. I didn't even care about the West part of it. I was like, she had such a good night. I love this.
They'll be engaged in 5 years. Maybe not engaged. I have a feeling they have such a connection, and I low-key think in time, I wouldn't be surprised if they ended up together.
Brennan, his communication skills are in the same line as Kyle's. Ciara deserves so much better. When she was confronting him about real issues, bro could not, I don't get why she's mad at me. Never really took accountability for anything.
Here's what I'll say. Agreed.
Oh
I do agree.
okay.
I agree.
Okay.
But where he differs from Kyle, which I think is a big difference, is he doesn't get angry like Kyle. So there's that.
He's got the emotional range of a teaspoon when it comes to
He seems
personal
to
accountability.
understand where he did Ciara wrong. Look, he has work to do. Don't get me
Yes.
wrong. Don't get me wrong. I'm just saying, look, Ciara deserves to date like the elite of the elite. Like she should
Yes.
be with better than West. I
Yes.
agree. Like, look at her. But it's just chemistry is hard to find, and they got something.
Interesting. I
And he
get
has
it. That's hard
swag
to
and a
argue.
personality,
He's got swag.
kind of.
Let's move on. You guys let us know what you think. I'm on one fence. I have not watched all of Summer House, so I really don't know Wes like that. So don't beat me up if you agree with Brandon. I only saw last season when he was being an asshole all the
This is
time.
true. And
So
I understand your point completely. I do want you to go back and watch season 8.
I won't.
Just oh,
No, I'm just kidding. Maybe I will.
not only just to see them, it's actually a really good season.
Yeah,
It's where Carl and Lindsey break up.
lots of good things
There's a
happen.
lot going on.
No, I was
Oh,
curious what it was, what their dynamic was like when they were together. I bet it was cute.
it was. But and Ciara even says, sometimes probation officers need to clock out. And it takes less effort to be flirty than it does to not be flirty.
Yeah, she was having fun. It was cute.
Yeah. She gets his cardboard cutout and hangs it over the balcony. It's like West. And West is like, there's no way Ciara's saying my name. It's crazy.
Oh my gosh, she called me. She called me.
um
The way he and Kyle were looking up at her from the bottom of the
and she's
stairs.
like, go to bed. And they're like,
Yes, mom.
of course. And then West tells Jesse that this was the best night with Ciara in 1,000 years.
Mm.
Kyle tries to talk to Amanda and says he misses her and that he has a little anxiety. And she's like, the drinking doesn't help. She tells us she's in love with him, unfortunately,
Yeah.
and he lights up the room, but
Mhm.
sometimes it's just not enough. And he just says to himself he doesn't understand her or what she wants, despite her saying it multiple times. He still doesn't get it.
He still doesn't get it.
And that's where episode 3 ended. Kyle talking to himself in a very somber note of them in bed.
Yeah, and he was just like, "It's okay, I'm gonna go to sleep," and she's like, "Okay."
Cool.
Cool, because I was actually sleeping before you got here. That would piss me the fuck off.
What's crazy is I
Mhm.
was asleep already.
And now I have to go back to sleep because you were anxious. You were just out skipping and hooting and hollering with your friends. You come to bed talking about, I'm anxious. I don't know, man. That would piss me off. Like, I'm sleeping. Why are we talking after midnight? Also, while you just like had a bunch of drinks and stuff, you're probably not like completely here. Like, he literally communicates in the worst ways. Let me talk to her in front of a group of people that don't really know all that's going on. Let me talk to her at the beach and scream at her from across it. Let me talk to her while she's sleeping after I've had a bunch of drinks. Like, no wonder you don't get through shit.
Next, he's gonna
Anyway.
make her a playlist. And like, listen to this. It's my DJ mix about you.
He's outside her window. Amanda, Amanda. He's got a
He's
boombox.
like, this song
Amanda, just
reminded
listen
me
to
of
this
you.
song.
Bitch by Meredith Brooks starts playing. I'm like, Kyle, no, that's not good.
Turn it up. Turn it up.
No, he's like, but it's great. It's there's so many dynamics.
Ugh,
It's
oh,
like,
you
no,
never want to listen to
dumbass.
songs I play.
It's
Ugh.
called bitch. Like, what are you thinking? Oh, so we get to episode 4. Carl, for some reason, is cleaning the kitchen in his underwear.
Oh yeah, he did do that.
He's like, it's the new me. I'm like, what? Okay. He's like, I've been running. And I'm like, we know. We got it. Levi says she saw Ben on Raya and they didn't match. Mia had blue cheese in her purse to stuff their olives in, and the internet found this so funny. I thought it was disgusting.
I don't understand. What's the purpose?
Because like if the place doesn't have blue cheese stuffed olives, people like blue cheese stuffed olives. I don't. I want it to like. I heard a podcast talking about it like years and years ago, and I'm like, I'm gonna be like different. Like I'm gonna eat blue cheese stuffed olives. Like they're gross. It's
I just didn't
moldy cheese
understand.
and olives, two things I hate.
Yeah, I don't understand why she had to bring it to the club. Or was she trying to bring it home?
I guess she wanted to bring it to the club in case they didn't have it so they could get martinis and stuff the olives if needed.
They were gonna put that in blue cheese in a drink?
Yeah, you do the martini because the martini will have olives.
Olives,
Sometimes
yes.
they'll do like the blue cheese stuffed olives.
Wow.
It
Yeah,
sounds
that's
disgusting.
She's like, my bag smells like blue cheese. Amanda was just laughing at her. It
Mm.
was different.
West is making a breakfast casserole, and Jesse's like, "How can I ensure this comes out good?" And West is like, "Don't eat it." Jesse, Ciara, and Amanda are in bed. And Jesse says he appreciates that Mia is nice because sometimes girls are mean when trying to flirt. Shut up. He's such a
She's in
where's
a
my hug
relationship. What are
at?
you even talking about? Yeah,
Right.
definitely.
I'm like, and also, like, girls don't have to be nice to you. They don't want you flirting with them, you creep. Ugh. Jesse does say he's happy West and Ciara are getting along. And he says it was nice to see them. And then he rests his head on Ciara's boobs.
Mm, he does.
And but then it cuts to him saying, if Wes was ready to settle down, him and Ciara would be a great match, but he's not, and I am. And I'm like, oh,
Okay.
it's a weird thing to say, but all right.
Yeah. What a bizarre thing to say. What is it? What an odd thing to say.
They reluctantly all eat Wes casserole. I don't know why they were acting like
It
so
was
like
gross.
yeah, they're like, what is casserole? Like breakfast casserole? I'm like, but you've never heard of it? Like it seems pretty basic,
Yeah. I
but
mean,
okay.
it's not the most normal thing that it's not a common breakfast thing, I don't think. So maybe they were just thrown off by it.
I guess, but it's just like eggs, cheese,
Yeah, and then
hash
it sounded,
browns.
I guess it was gross because nobody said they liked it.
They
And I
didn't.
think Bailey was like, I'm gonna try it for you.
Wes was literally like amped up on social media. He's like, my breakfast casserole made it. I've been making it for 3 years. He made a TikTok giving the
Oh,
recipe. I'm like, it
people
just
like
seems
it?
like a lot of eggs. I'm
Yeah, it
not,
just seems like a lot of work. He was dicing up all those small ass peppers and then the casserole was big. I was like, this just make some scrambled eggs real quick.
mm.
It's a lot of work.
He says, though, that Thursday they're having an Australian themed singles bash for Ben
Hmm.
because he apparently needs help. As they're all getting ready to leave, Kyle tries to apologize to Amanda again. He says it was the drunkest he's been in a year last weekend, and she says that's not true.
Try again. Wrong. Try
Let's
again.
tell the truth, and
Hmm.
then we can proceed. Um, she says she's concerned that he blames everything on her,
Hmm.
and he says we don't ask about anything, and like I just want us to be like partners. I hate how he can't form a full fucking sentence. Speak. You're 48.
Yeah,
Ugh.
he is 43. You weren't wrong. She's 34.
Wow, I love that it's flipped. Um, she says we're partners, and I go to you when I have something to say. Like when something good happens, I go to you. When I need help, I go to you. Like if you want to tell me something, tell me. And I do notice when things are wrong, and I do ask you things.
Yeah.
Mm,
She's like, if we're still gonna keep talking about this, like maybe you
right.
could just open your mouth and talk to me.
Yeah. And she's like, you make me sound awful. And if you're that miserable, again, the
Yeah.
open ended questions of like, we should break up, but we're not quite saying it.
Right.
And then he just goes, I hope we can turn a corner. And this is where I'm like, you don't say full sentences, you talk low, and you just say blanket things, but nothing productive that will actually help. I hope we can turn a corner. I hope we can make some headway on this. I hope we can do that. But how?
Yeah, literally how.
Like, I can't with him. Everyone leaves. They show random ass scenes in the city. They always show Ben doing something fucking random. They're like, here's him
What was
watering
he
his
doing?
plants. Here's him doing yoga.
Oh.
I'm like, why are we seeing this? But we cut right to the singles bash where Wes brings some friends. And one of the friends he brings, the different West variation number two, the brunette with the mullet, he's rumored to be dating Amanda now. His name's Aiden
Really?
Blake. Yeah.
Oh.
There's some
Okay.
speculation because he was hanging out. West and Amanda have been hanging out with some friends, and there were some
Mm-hmm.
people speculating they're together. And I'm like, they give me more brother sister, and I don't think they would do that to Ciara.
Mm-hmm.
I just don't get a romantic vibe between them. It just
Yeah.
seems like not like that. But people were speculating because someone's hand was in a picture that Amanda posted, and it was him. And it's just, I'm like, I'd be okay
Mm.
with that.
Yeah, she could do whatever she wants.
Hmm. Amanda brings Lindsey, and Lindsey meets Ben for the first time. Lindsey looks great.
She does.
She was
She
like
thinks she's had
tan.
a
She had the
baby.
snatch top. The bob was
Mm.
bobbing.
Yeah.
And she tells us that having a baby was the ultimate goal. Now I'm not looking for the one. I'm looking to fuck around and find out.
With protection.
I'm like, all right, that's a good
Okay.
mentality.
Yeah. It's so interesting because that's not usually the order people do things. She's like, I really just want to, but hey, she's like, I really just want to have a baby, and now I want to do whatever the fuck I want. I'm like, hell yeah, go
I'm
off,
like, you know
queen.
what? I'm here for it.
Hmm.
And then Ciara shows up looking better than ever, amazing, shuts shit down, has this flowy ass top. She just looked stunning. It was crazy. Uh, Bailey says that she's matched with a lot of these guys on Hinge or Bumble. And then Lindsay meets Mia, Levi, and Bailey, which is
Hmm.
nice. Carl declares this the summer of Carl, SOC. And he isn't sure if he should greet Lindsay or not, but he's going with the flow. And I'm
Yeah.
like, another dynamic where a guy doesn't know how to act with his ex.
Yeah.
We then meet Dara, who's West's ex from when he was unemployed years ago, and she's beautiful, I must say.
Yeah, she was really pretty.
Yeah. And he says, it fizzled off, but they're friends now. And he's like, I'm friends with all my exes. Like, all my friends are like super, or my exes are super cool and super hot. Like, why would I hate them? And it's like, I think the better question is, why would they hate you?
Hmm.
But all right.
Let's dig a little deeper there.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, did you peep when Bailey was talking to those guys? She was just talking about like her exes.
Oh my God, the one she was talking to was the Aiden guy. Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay, I remember. Oh,
Mm.
he wasn't so
It,
okay. Do your thing, Amanda.
they were like, I don't know. It was
We
weird.
only saw his peripheral really, but he was just like Bailey was like my ex-boyfriend, and he's just like yeah, ex is crazy. Like
Yeah.
that's a great way to flirt with someone is to talk about your previous relationships and how they hurt you.
It's the Bailey way.
Bailey, come on.
But everyone's sitting and Mia clinks her glass and she's like, this is a singles bash. We're supposed to start mingling. Act like you want to have sex tonight. You talk to you.
Yeah.
You talk to you. I'm like, I love you,
Mm-hmm.
Mia.
Yes.
Um, Amanda, Bailey, and Mia chat. And Bailey's just thirsting over Ben and says that he's too good for her and that she gets nervous and her past boyfriend will say she was ugly and no one likes
Oh,
her and she's just awful and she just needs to remind herself that people don't hate her. And this is again where I'm like, I feel bad. This is not
yeah.
anything about the relationship. It sounds terrible. And I'm so sorry you went through that. But like, I don't want to hear you speak anymore.
It's just it's just a little like, okay, we kind of know already because you like told us like on day one. Remember night one, we had this big dinner and you cried and you told us. Like I appreciate how transparent and vulnerable and open that she is, but maybe not at a singles mixer that we're talking about this. And then the girls comfort her, Mia and Amanda are just like, oh, like they give her a hug and she's like, well, I'm not saying it for Benny. Like, what are you saying it for? What are we doing? Why,
Ugh.
Bailey? Why? That's what people do when you say sad things. They want to comfort you. Like, what do you want them to take it as? A matter of fact? She's like, no, 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 no. I don't need a hug. Are you
Like,
sure? Seems like you do.
so then Amanda and Wes chat. They talk about Dara. She's confused why he even brought her. It's like you used to hook up with her. Why would you bring her for Ben? And then he says he doesn't want to fuck with Ciara in the journey they're on. And he tells Amanda he wouldn't have brought her if he was actively trying to get with her. And I'm like, I believe it. Like, it's
Yeah.
awkward kind of, but like, it doesn't seem, they seem friendly. So I think it's fine.
Yeah.
And it was like 3 years ago. So I'm like, it's a long time. We get to the weekend. Kyle arrives first. He was at his family reunion. Amanda did not attend, which he was a little frustrated. And this is kind of pointing into there are online speculations that Amanda and Kyle are already broken up
Oh.
and that they're
Yeah.
kind of going through this. My thing is, I don't think that. I
Yeah.
think they're just in a really bad place that they are, in fact, living separate lives, but I don't think they've broken up by any means.
No. And she was sick, so maybe that's why she didn't want to go. She was like coughing and sneezing and like maybe that's why she didn't go.
Yeah,
I also wouldn't want to hang out with your family when I'm not really on good terms with you.
no. And I don't think they're that good of actors. So I'm just kind of like, I think there's always like a
Yeah.
conspiracy with online. And I'm just like, y'all, like, not everything is fake.
Yeah, that doesn't really make sense. I don't see why. Amanda is clearly like annoyed with him. I don't see if she was really at that point of being done, she'd just be done.
Yeah. Especially because she's airing shit out about like what he does off camera and things like that. So
Yeah.
uh, everyone slowly arrives. Lindsay's here for the weekend, which is fun. Carl and Lindsay do say hi, and he asks about Gemma. And this is where Lindsay goes, Carl's never on the top of my mind. Like, I'm not thinking about Carl like at all. And I'm like, why are you lying? You
He's
are
like,
thinking
after
of
I broke
him.
up with him, I never thought about him again.
Like, he broke up with you, and you made a comment about him at the singles thing. Like, you said, oh, yeah, I'm sure you're better than my ex fiance. I'm like, okay.
The way that you can perfectly mimic her voice,
Oh, Lindsay.
insane.
It's great. Because deep down, I do feel as though we all have a Lindsay in us. She's a Leo.
Fuck!
You know who else is a
Really?
Leo?
Who?
Kyle.
Kyle?
And
Huh?
you know who else is a Leo, as well as Kyle and Lindsay? Amanda. But Amanda's a July Leo, like you.
Oh, oh, right. You're not one.
I'm an August Leo.
Is Lindsay August?
She is.
And I'm assuming Kyle too.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're definitely different. This is interesting. This is interesting. Who else? But Leah is a Leo, right? Kateb.
Yes.
And that makes the whole equation better.
And
Me,
this just cancels everything out.
myself, and Leah are Leos.
Period.
So it's okay.
Side
And
note,
Amanda. It's
I need
okay.
to see Leah on the Traders.
Oh, I wonder how she would do.
I don't think she'd be
At the
that
round
good.
table, she'd be like, fuck, I don't want to vote for him anymore.
She'd do that Leah stare and be like, fuck, I don't know. Like, oh, I'm not a traitor, guys. Like, what the fuck?
She'll be like, you guys think I'm a traitor? Me
She'd
being
be
a traitor is crazy.
she'd be in the confessional just like, ha! They think I'm a traitor. I don't know how to fuck to get out of this.
Oh my
Uh,
God, that'd be so
I
funny.
love it. Kyle has a big DJ event tonight because of course. And he says that him and Amanda are trying to make this weekend a good one. He's talking to the group and he says that his set starts at 11:30 and it's 2 hours. And Bailey's like, Billy Joel was on for 2 hours. And I'm like, that was kind of funny. I'll give you that joke.
It was funny. It was funny.
Amanda asks if he'll be mad if she doesn't go because she's sick. And he's like, well, I was hoping you would rally, but I guess not.
Rally who? The house, the cast of the show that you're both on, who are already going anyway because they always go out. What do you need her for? If he
Uh,
was like, I just was hoping you could support me, but she's sick, so fuck off. Like, she's sick.
mm. Jesse tells us, or Jesse and Ciara, they have a moment where they're kind of joking and posing in front of a mirror, and they're just like, "Oh, this could be our engagement photos." And then Jesse tells us that Ciara's so hot, and last summer she had just dated his best friend, but now he wonders if she'd be open to having something with him. And then he goes to a room with Wes, KJ, and Ben, and he goes, "You don't care if I make out with Ciara, do you?" And then KJ and Ben are just like, what the fuck? And West is
Yeah.
even looking like, is that in the works?
Yeah.
And it's like, no, it'd probably just be drunken him for fun. And it's like, why are you planning that?
Yeah.
And then Wes is like clearly annoyed. And this kind of reminded me of Love Island when Huda went to Shelly to ask if she could bring Chris for her, but mostly for Shelly. And Shelly looked very uncomfortable, clearly. But the internet tried to say, but she said yes. And it's like, but we also have eyes. And this is an audio and like auditory like thing we're seeing, or an audio and a visual thing that we're seeing. So we can register both. And guess what we're seeing? She looks uncomfortable. So with Wes, Jesse, can you not tell that Wes looks uncomfortable with what you're saying? No. The answer is no.
Mm.
No.
He's just like, oh yeah, he gave me the green light, guys. Isn't it crazy? Great, being bros and best friends and best buds. Let's go
He
jump in the
shouldn't
pool
care.
now. It's fine. They're better spin, bro. Who does that though? Like, there's like some
It's like
there's
weird.
lines you don't cross. Like, I don't. None of my friends should be dating somebody who I was with.
Yeah.
And if they're gonna ask me if for some reason that conversation is gonna come up, it's not gonna come up in this playful way. You ask for permission to make out with her. And it's interesting because Ciara's not an object that you could just pick up and make out with. So it's also weird that you're even talking about her like this.
Yeah. Like it'd be one thing if he pulled Wes to the side and was just like, I think I'm having feelings for Sierra, but I want to just run it by you. Like, I don't know. Like, I don't know. Like, there's a way
Yeah.
to maybe communicate that, but this is just weird.
Or like, I'm seriously thinking about pursuing her. I know you had it passed, whatever. Like this is so playful and not serious and like weird and objectifying.
Yeah. Amanda ends up not going to Kyle's event. Everyone trickles in home. Lindsay and Bailey put cardboard cutouts in different places. It's so
Mm,
funny.
it was. Oh, I thought
Um,
it was. I thought it was funny.
oh, you did. Oh, okay.
Oh, for a second. It's
What
okay.
was the funniest part?
When everybody saw where they were, the jump
Okay.
scares, and then like
That
all
was a
the
little,
like.
that part was funnier. I'll give you that. Then KJ, Kyle, and West arrive at 4 a.m. and they talk about how what Jesse did was so weird. They wonder if Ciara is going to be mad Jesse said that. And KJ even refers to Ciara as West's ex-girlfriend. And West is like, yeah. And I'm like, interesting that now you're acknowledging she was your girlfriend. Because before it was like, oh, there was no labels.
Mm.
See, I can get West.
Hmm. You can. You should have said that earlier, but it's fine. We're saying it now. We're saying
We're
it
at
now.
the
It's
point of
fine.
the episode.
I get it. I get it.
The next day, Bailey is in awe of Lindsay's flirting ability, and they discuss her flirting. And Ben says he thinks she knows how to. This part's stupid. Like I can't even pretend to care. I don't give a fuck. I don't
This
think
is when they were
Ben.
outside.
Yeah, I don't think Ben and Bailey are together. I don't think Lindsay and Ben are even like remotely that flirty with each other. They literally were on Watch What Happens Live. He has a whole nother girlfriend. And I
Hmm.
just like think this is like one of those weird like storylines that's just like people are
Yeah.
pushing, but like nothing's happening.
Right. Like and then she like fails at flirting with him because didn't she say something weird?
Yeah, something about like I love facial hair.
Oh, body hair. And
Oh
his
yeah.
back was like turned to her and he's just like, yeah, you
Cool.
do? Yeah, it was weird. It was weird. We can move on.
Carl's throwing a Renaissance fair themed party.
Interesting.
KJ talks about how he had girls sitting on his lap in the club, and he's like, I'm kind of enjoying it, but my feminine side is saying this isn't right. And if my mom saw this, she'd be like, what the fuck are you doing? And it's like true. He also didn't
True.
look that comfortable in the picture. He was kind of like,
Help me.
uh Wes tells Lindsay about what Jesse said. And Lindsay says, that's weird. And he was saying that in front of all the guys to call dibs. But maybe he's catching feelings.
When you do her voice, I just can't. Go
Uh,
ahead.
Jesse and Ciara, while this is happening, Jesse and Ciara are cuddling in bed. And it's disgusting.
That was ironic.
And he's like being a creep. He's like, I hope I don't get a boner. And Mia's like sitting right there.
Yeah.
Now, this is one thing I
I
will
get
say.
that they're like super, super, super duper comfy with each other, but that is a stretch. If a guy said that behind me, I'd be like, yeah, how about you get your ass out then?
I can't tell if Ciara looks at it. at him like a gay best friend or not, because it is
Yeah,
weird how close she like no, I mean, do we want, but it's just like because he is like, I don't know, he just she lets him very close to him.
she
But then
does.
she's also like, what should I wear? So I'm kind of like,
Yeah. No, I think she know like they obviously are like super super close friends, and so
mm-hmm.
I think it just doesn't phase her. He always talks like that. Even
Yeah.
last summer, they were in the pool together and he said something like that on
Yeah.
a when they were like in a floaty together or something.
One thing I
So,
will say that I don't like is there's some podcasts I've listened to that have said things like they don't like what Ciara's doing as far as like letting him cuddle her like that. And they say it in a way, it would be one thing if they said it in a way like, oh, Ciara, you're like too beautiful or like too good for Jesse to let him do that. They say it in a way as if she's doing something wrong, to which
mm,
I'm like, she's actually not doing anything wrong. She
right.
can cuddle with who she wants. It's
Hmm.
completely up to her. It's funny because last season it was like, oh my gosh, she's being flirty with him, and there's Lexi. Now they're both single and they're actually being more physically flirty. And it's like, Ciara, what are you doing? And
Yeah.
I'm like, what do you want from her? She likes some attention from him. He gives her compliments. Let it be.
Yeah, that's their that seems to be their friendship dynamic. If she's
Yeah.
cool with it, I don't get it.
Mm.
But I hate when it's like a woman's problem then. What about Jesse's part in it then? If it's
Yeah.
so like whatever. I don't like how they're being together, maybe lump them together, but it's Ciara's behavior you don't like. Like,
Yeah.
what about the guy who's always on top of her?
True that. And I will say, the one thing the internet is doing right, they're coming for Jesse more than anyone, I will
Yeah.
say.
Okay,
So
good.
at least we have that.
Good.
Um, they're all setting up the party. And this is where Jesse says that to Amanda that he writes songs for girls he meets and then sends it to them.
That's so cringy.
And he said he wrote a really good song about being in love with his best friend. And he's like, it's not about Ciara. And he's like, I'll sing it. We're friends, and now I like you. And it's crazy because it might change, but I like you. Though we're friends.
Brendan, I didn't realize that he was a musician. Like I knew he had a song. I didn't realize it was his job to like make music.
It shouldn't be.
Like
Um,
when they showed him in one of these episodes, musician was like under, and I was like, that's what he does?
he
I just
somehow
thought
is
he like
signed to an
made,
agency now, too.
wow.
Which I mean, hey, good for
All
you,
right, do your
but
thing, man.
I won't be streaming.
Hmm.
Mm. Um, Lindsay disses Carl's shoes. She's like, why is he wearing Shrek shoes again? I'm like, I thought you didn't
Hmm.
think about him.
But didn't somebody say like he got them on clearance at
I can tell. Can you? I'm sure, because you're looking closely at everything about Carl. Anyways,
and he's not commenting on you. Hmm.
at
Hmm.
all.
Hmm. Hmm.
He's just saying, like, oh, I hope we can like say hi.
Yeah.
Mm. Jesse and West talk. Jesse thought asking West if he could make out with Ciara was the nice thing to do. And then West, this is where I'm not gonna say West loses me, but I wish he owned how he feels more. Cause he's kind of
Hmm.
like the boys were saying it was like weird, like Ben especially. And like I guess anyone else in my position would call you a weirdo or a dickhead. And I'm like, okay, but you think that. So just say you think that because you're in this position.
I mean, we noticed this before, man. When it comes to his feelings, he doesn't know how to communicate them. Like he can't even be direct with his friend.
Hmm.
Like you could have just said, "No, I don't like that." You know, like
Yeah,
that's weird. But he beats around the bush.
he does. And
And
Jesse's
Jesse's like,
shocked.
"Oh, really?
Yeah.
Weirdo. That's crazy. Weirdo's crazy."
Why would they think that? I don't understand. Um, And he's like, it is weird that you all dated, but it won't stop me. Oh, then why'd you ask?
Yeah, what's going on? So
But
you don't care.
right. But guess who we haven't heard from about any of this?
Hmm.
Ciara.
Yeah.
A key component in this. But have no fear. Next week, Lindsay's going to tell her what's being said. And then Ciara's going to confront Jesse. And I can't wait to see that.
Yeah, I didn't know at first if she would be upset or not because of like their dynamic, but she seems to in the preview, it looks like she gets mad.
hmm I think this harkens back to a podcast clip I saw of her where she said there's going to be a conversation about her being objectified and things like that,
Oh,
and like different, like, wow, there's more to her than just her looks and all that. So I wonder if next episode is going to be that, or if there's even going to be a bigger conversation.
yeah.
And all I can say is, Jesse, you better listen and not act fucking stupid.
Right. Right.
Mm. Put that smile away.
Yeah.
If you break out into song, don't.
Don't.
Ugh.
Don't.
But anyways, with that, that was it for these episodes. Anything else with them?
They were good.
They were.
The last season, I felt like a lot of times when we were watching, I was like, this is kind of meh. But these two were entertaining. I'm not gonna hold you. I'm enjoying Summer House right now.
Yes, this season is good. There's a lot happening. Last season, it was a lot of like hinting at things happening and then waiting for them to happen. And then when they happen, it was like, ugh,
Yeah.
okay. Like that Loverboy Spritz drama with Craig. Yeah.
Oh, so stupid. I was thinking about that a little bit today.
Mm. But, anyways, so with that, I think that's it for today's episode.
But that's
Uh,
it.
Thank y'all so much for listening.
Thank
Make
you.
sure to rate and review us on Apple Podcasts. Give us 5 stars. If you leave a review, we shout them out. And then on Spotify, you can leave us 5 stars. You can leave comments on the episodes. It's super fun. We respond. And if you want to see our beautiful faces, instead of just listening to our beautiful voices, you can subscribe to our YouTube at the Shave It All Podcast. We also post fun clips on TikTok at the Shave It All Podcast. We have our Instagram that we will be deleting once we figure out how to get into it at the Shave It All Pod. But if you want to follow it in the meantime, why not? And then we have our Patreon, which at the Shade of It All, for only $3 a month, you can join us weekly to watch shows live. Currently, we are wrapping up The Real Housewives of Potomac this week, but we're going to be transitioning into Summer House. So if you're listening to this, that's for you. So for only $3 a month that you can watch with us. So I say it's money
Do it.
well spent.
Mm-hmm.
But with that being said, we'll talk to y'all next time. Bye.
Bye.